Welcome to this tutorial on how you can build a $1,000 a month AI concierge agent in under 10 minutes. And if you don't know what an AI agent is, it's essentially an autonomous being that can take over some function and role that helps a business owner achieve some sort of outcome. And if you've been up to date with the latest AI developments, you know that AI agents are everywhere. This is one of the most popular things that you can build right now because they have so much value for businesses. And an agent is essentially almost an AI employee that replaces some sort of function or task within a business organization, helping them save money or generate them revenue. Now, in this case, the use case is for a hospitality type bot that acts as a concierge to answer all questions that guests may have. And the other objective is to escalate it to a human if necessary, which is the most important part. Because if there is an issue, if there's an emergency, then the bot obviously isn't going to be equipped to handle it, but a human being can be informed and then take over the process from there. So this is the structure of the automation that I'm going to build, and we're going to build alongside each other. So it's going to work as in like an Airbnb scenario where a guest walks into the apartment, they just checked in. Then they have the option to scan a QR code on the fridge. That QR code is going to take them to a landing page to fill out a form where they can actually opt in to interact with that 24/7 bot. Once they opt in and fill out the form, our AI bot is going to reach out, introduce itself, and ask them whatever they need. It's going to be something like, hey, this is Alfred, your 24/7 concierge. What can I help you with? This is going to be over the medium of SMS, but we can also do WhatsApp as well, which is really cool. Then from there, the guest is just going to ask it any questions that it has. The bot is going to do its best to answer that question. If there's something it doesn't know, or if it's an emergency, then we're going to set up the functionality where the agent can intelligently escalate the problem to the host, and then they can actually reach out and solve whatever that issue is. Now, it's okay if you don't understand exactly how this is going to work. That's what this video is for. I'm going to walk you through it exactly. And the softwares that we're going to be using, if you aren't familiar with them, is one called High Level. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can do this, but the most efficient and simplest way is to use High Level in the way that I'm going to show you in this video. But specifically, I'm going to be using Hexona Systems, which is my version of High Level. So it's something that we white labeled, we built upon the High Level ecosystem, and I built my own AI automation software that works pretty much the exact same way. And you can use either of them for this tutorial, but mine just comes with pre-built templates and automations, and it's more specific for this business model, but you're welcome to use either one. And real quick, before we get into it, if you don't know who I am, my name is Hamza. I go by Hamza Automates, and I currently run a award-winning 7-figure AI automation agency, which you can see by my awards over here. So I recently just won Go High Level's SaaSpreneur Platinum Award, which puts me at the top 50 out of 60,000 other agencies, and one of 3 to win this award as an AI automation agency. I also won their Affiliate Award, which means that not only have I been able to do this for myself, but I've also been able to successfully teach others how to do this as well. So if there's anybody that you should listen to online, you can definitely verify that I know exactly what I'm talking about. So now we're going to jump into the automation software. So you can see here that it's hexonasystems.com by the URL. So we're going to be using my version of High Level. And the first thing that we're going to do is let's create a folder called Alfred Airbnb Concierge. And this is within the automation builder. One thing I want to specify is that this video is not going to be an in-depth tutorial on how to use this software. There's a million other videos either on my channel or on other channels on how to use High Level and how to use Hexona. So this will not be a walkthrough. It's going to assume that you know the basic core functionality of how to do this software. But if you're just intrigued and you want to see me build it, then you can just watch as well. But just know that I'm going to be going through it relatively quickly because I want to show you how fast we can actually build this. The other thing I want to show you is the form that I set up. So if I go to the form builder, I created a form which we can view right now. And this is a very simple bare bones version, but they scan the QR code and it's going to open something like this. Speak to Alfred, put your name and your phone number, and from there we can send an auto text for them to basically get in contact with Alfred. And that's what we're going to be setting up first. So if I go back to the automation, the first thing that I want to do is start an automation, create it from scratch. I'm going to rename it to initial opt-in and reach out. So what do we want the trigger to be for this automation? Well, whenever they submit that form, I'm going to do filter, choose the Alfred AI form. So whenever this form is submitted, then I want the automation to trigger. What do I want to happen once that automation is triggered? Well, I want an SMS to be sent. And it can be the same SMS every time, so we don't need AI at this stage. So I can say, hello, this is Alfred, your 24/7 Airbnb concierge. at unit, 3401 Skymark Avenue, right? So I just made up the address, but this is basically what you can put. Now, the other thing I want to do is add a tag to this contact, and I want to put the tag autopilot. The reason being is I like to differentiate my contacts with tags, and the autopilot tag for me means that an AI bot is okay to reach out to this lead. And if a contact doesn't have this tag on it, then I do not want a bot to talk to this lead. Reason being is that if I leave it without a tag, it's going to talk to all of my leads. And maybe I'm doing other automations, maybe I have other contacts within this sub account, and I don't want them all to interact with the bot. So that's just a personal preference. It's good housekeeping, so I recommend that you do it. The next thing that we're going to do now is create the actual brain of Alfred. So Alfred AI agent's brain, so something like that. Now, what do we want to do? How do we want to trigger this workflow? Well, we want to trigger it whenever there's a customer response. So from the previous automation, we said, hey, this is Alfred. Nice to meet you. What can I help you with? Now, did I say what can I help you with? I might go back and check that. But so now whenever they respond with whatever their query is, that's when this brain automation is going to trigger. And how do I know that it's the right contact? Well, I'm going to do has tag autopilot. So Alfred's brain is only going to trigger and respond to leads that have the tag autopilot on them. That's why I put it there. So now that takes place, we can put like a wait steps just so it doesn't happen instantly. We can give some sort of buffer. So I might do like 0.1. And then what I want to do is use the built-in ChatGPT function. So if I search ChatGPT within Hexona, you can see that there's a GPT powered by OpenAI. Now this allows me to basically call OpenAI directly from high level. So I don't need to connect my OpenAI account. I don't need to use my own API credits. I can do it directly from here, which is really cool. You get access to a bunch of different models as well. Now, the prompt is the most important part because this is going to be Alfred's brain, and this is how he's going to come up with his answers. So I have a pre-built prompt here which you can get access to, and using this you can basically just copy this for any of your Airbnb guests and hosts, but this one really works well for me, and of course you can keep adding to it as much as you'd like. So I just pasted that in, which is really cool. Now the next step is I want to enable history. So I want Alfred to remember previous recommendations that he's built, or give him like more context around the conversation so he knows exactly what the conversation is and he can keep it going if necessary, which is pretty important and which is something I like. One small note that I like doing is just putting at the end, you have the ability to recall conversation context and previous messages within this conversation. Sometimes they just forget that they have memory, so I just like putting this in there. Perfect. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to give you a quick overview of what that prompt entails. So you're Alfred, this is your role. You have to help them during their stay, answer any questions they have, use the knowledge base below. These are the instructions, so don't say anything that's not in your knowledge base, do not guess, do not make anything up, do not try and solve problems that you're incapable of doing. So just have these safeguards and fail-safes in place. If there's something that warrants the attention of the host, then I wanted to say, I'm not sure about that. Would you like me to let the host know and they can reach out? So that's what it's going to ask. And then for the second step, this should be number 4. The next step is if they do want us to contact the host, then say this specific phrase. This is important. So this phrase is great. I've let them know and they will reach out soon. I'm going to show you why that's important shortly. Then we have the knowledge base. So this is all the information over here about, everything about the property. You can keep adding to this as much as you'd like. I've just made it bare bones and, as much information for this demo purpose as I can, but you can add as much information as you'd like. Now the next thing we want to do is we've generated the output. Now what I want to do is I want to send that output as an SMS back to the client. So I'm going to do custom value over here, find GPT by AI, and put the response. So the response is generated here, and now the response is sent via SMS over here. So that's great. So I've set that up. So now basically every time the customer sends in a question, we're going to wait 6 seconds. Then we're going to, that raises a good point. One thing I should just add in case it's not here is the message that you are responding to is and then just find the message over here and put the message body right there. So that's important, so it knows what it's responding to. And then once we get the response, we send it out via SMS back to the lead. So you can see how it's like a loop structure going back and forth, which is really cool. Now, the next thing I want to do is set up the escalation process. So the way that we can do that is we can set up an if-else statement. And we can call that check for escalation. All right? Escalate to host. And so basically in this scenario, when do we escalate it to the host? And the way and the time that we're going to do that is every time GPT generates a response, I want it to check whether that response basically has this phrase. Because if it has this phrase, because I told it to only say this whenever we want to escalate to the host, it's going to always look for this phrase. Awesome, I just got this text message. This is Alfred. I forgot to add the phrase, what do you need help with? Obviously that would have been useful. So I can say, hey Alfred, where are the towels? So it's going to wait 6 seconds. If I check the automation over here, oops, wrong one. You can see here that it's triggered. It's currently thinking right now because it's actively enrolled, and I'm going to get a response. And it says here, perfect, you'll find the towels in the closet in the master bathroom. If you need anything else, let me know. So I can say, what's the Wi-Fi password? So of course, the use cases for these are endless. What's the Wi-Fi password? Tell me good restaurants nearby. How do I get into Netflix? The sink is leaking. How do I get in touch with the property manager? Things like that, right? You can ask so many different things, recommendations for nearby activities. So basically, the guest never has to bother the host unless it's a massive problem. And they can always, throughout the day, just text their Alfred 24/7 companion and help them during their stay, which is so useful, right? The toilet is overflowing. I need help. So now let's test the escalation aspect of it. I didn't put like an emergency type thing. I did it more about like a knowledge base related thing where it was like the host didn't know the answer to something, or sorry, the bot didn't know the answer to something. But now I can also set it up to be more of an emergency type thing. But you can see here that it did what I asked. It says, I'm sorry to hear that. It tried to give a solution. And then it says, would you like me to contact the host? Yes, please contact the host. So I said that. Now it's going to say that phrase that we had, which is going to trigger a different pathway. So yeah, I've let the host know they're going to reach out soon. So now if I check the automation, and now the host would have been alerted, and now they can reach out, and then they can do any troubleshooting and help the guest from there. But that's an overview of exactly how this works in a very bare bones manner. Of course, we can build this out with so many different conditions and contingencies for like alerting the property manager and things like that. But I just wanted to show you exactly how this can work back and forth. And you can get pretty granular with it. You can be like, tell me good brunch spots nearby. And another way to monetize this is if you collaborate with a bunch of different Airbnb hosts in a single area, then now you can reach out to local activities and local restaurants and things like that. And you can say, hey, I'm going to put you as a priority with my new AI chatbot, Airbnb Concierge, that whenever guests come in town, you're going to be number one recommended. So now they have an incentive to work with you. They might give you a kickback or an affiliate deal, or they might become a client of yours. And now that's an additional revenue stream that you have. So you can get pretty crazy with this, but I just wanted to show you how simple and easy it is to build these AI agents. And you can sell this to anyone in hospitality, Airbnb. You can sell this to hotel managers, property managers, motels. Anyone who needs assistance during a stay or an activity or any sort of experience can benefit from a concierge like this. And if you want access to the prompt, then you can go to my school community at school.com/automate, and you can access it inside the resource vault. You can also see more advanced tutorials similar to this, so you can continue to learn from me. You can see that I have a whole bunch of videos on AI agents, so you can really master this stuff and start selling it to the masses. It's a fantastic community. You can see all the wins and resources that we have over here. People are making a lot of money doing this stuff, so there's nothing stopping you from doing it as well. So let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to have you on board. You can message me directly as well. If you need this automation software, then you can get it from the description as well, or you can get it from my school community where it says purchase your license for Hexona Systems, and then you can get started building this as well. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon.